you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5.
So let's start with a little football here. Get it out of the way. Stephon Diggs. All right. So the Texans acquired Diggs on Wednesday. I've been told they're sending a 2025 second round pick from Minnesota to Buffalo. Houston also acquired 2 draft picks, a 2024 sixth rounder and a 2025 fifth round pick. In addition to this, the Texans wiped out the final 3 years on Diggs' contract, giving him the ability to become a free agent after this season. Okay, so what was y'all's reactions to this? And what does this mean for Buffalo? What does it mean for the Texans?
Well, this was a long time coming. The writing was definitely on the wall with the trade.
Yeah.
I think that the Bills era was definitely over, and then for Houston to pick up Stephon Diggs they already had a pretty high-powered offense, I would say, last year, and then to add top 5 to 10 receiver in the league, it's gonna be a scary sight for the AFC.
For Buffalo, though, I think that hurts them so much, because I feel like they released half of their defense. They traded Gabe Davis, or they didn't re-sign Gabe Davis. At this point, it's just Kincaid and James Cook. They're in trouble for sure. They better draft a good receiver or make a trade or do something.
Yeah, I agree with that. As it stands right now, it's hard to comment on Buffalo because it's an incomplete team. We had the draft in 2 weeks, so and they're still free agency, so we'll see what happens there. But I don't know. Like y'all said, Houston, that's definitely a good deal, and they got him for only 1 year. So if it doesn't work out, they can, they're basically moved off it. I don't know. It sucks if it doesn't work out for them because that kind of means they're pushing their chips into this year. It seems like you gave up a second round pick for possibly a 1 year rental. So, but we'll see how it works. We won't really know till next year.
Yeah, and they brought in Joe Mixon. I think they definitely are trying to make that 2-year window.
They brought in. They gotta. I mean, it's obvious they're trying to win while CJ's on his his rookie deal, which makes sense. Because those guys, they have a lot of good young players. Both of those receivers, let's say Nico Collins and Dell, they're probably gonna have to get paid. Obviously, they're both young, but around the time CJ has to get paid, they're gonna have to get paid. I know they already paid Dalton Schultz, not crazy money, but pretty good money for a tight end.
Yeah.
And then they've cashed out on Danielle Hunter. Will Anderson's gonna have to get paid at the same time. Stingley's gonna have to get paid. So I understand why they're pushing their chips in this year.
Yeah, it was a great move. I think they're and I don't know why people keep saying this. They're not the best team in Dallas or in Texas. In my opinion, they're the best team right now in Texas for sure.
Probably. I mean, it's close.
Narratives. We have to see what it actually looks like on grass and turf. But let's just go ahead and say this. Stephon Diggs, like Miles mentioned, 5 to 10, top 5 to 10 receiver that we have in the league. Definitely one of my favorite receivers. Definitely electric and definitely a veteran. This is also, in my eyes, this is high praise for CJ Stroud after 1 year of football. You know what I'm saying? We saw what he was able to do. He's a very good player. But now the pressure is on. You gentlemen seem to have some expectations of how this team is going to perform due to this move and some other moves that this team has made. So we're really going to have to see if CJ is exactly who we think he is. Am I right?
Yeah.
Perform.
Okay.
He's definitely on the clock. When they made that move, he's on the clock. They traded for him. They traded for Diggs and Danielle Hunter, 2 guys who are above 30. It's obvious, they're, they think they're ready to win now. So we'll see.
Absolutely. And, rumor has it, right? And it's not really a rumor. This is just how it is. When you get a guy on a 1 year deal like this, he's going to be looking for that next contract. You know what I mean? So he's definitely going to want to perform at a very high level. So we should see a lot out of Diggs. I'm interested to see how they use him. And Pause, but yeah, it should be good. It definitely should be good. Got any thoughts on Buffalo, Texans?
To like the Buffalo point, I kind of understand why they had to move off Diggs because like it seemed like the chemistry wasn't working well with him and Josh Allen, and like I don't know, I feel like it was I feel like they think their quarterback's good enough to do what the Chiefs have done. Like we saw the Chiefs move off Tyreek Hill. Obviously, they still have Kelsey and stuff, but like the Chiefs moved off Tyreek Hill. They're trying to like say like, yeah, our quarterback's good enough to elevate whoever receivers are around him. So we'll see if that proves to be true. I don't know if that's true. As from what we've seen, I can't say that's true. Like I don't think that's true. Like I think Diggs helps Josh Allen a lot, but I do think that's a big reason why they did it.
Yeah, I can only agree with
Is
that.
Diggs a diva?
Yeah,
I mean, he is.
Yes.
A lot of wide receivers are though, so it's not like that's not new.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey man, he gets over to the Texans and it doesn't work out. Then I mean, what do we do now? Like, where do we go from here?
That's a good question.
Like, I don't know. Just don't know.
I mean, he'll probably screw himself. Like if he acts the way he's been acting these past couple of years, and like some of it's been warranted, of course, but some of it's just like, yeah, like typical wide receiver behavior. But like, if he underperforms this year, like with getting getting a high volume of passes thrown his way, like then I mean, like Julian said, like he's turned 30 or 31, like he's on the latter end of his career, so he'll just, I mean, I'm not sure what the reasoning was behind like cutting his contract. I didn't, obviously, like it was a negotiated thing. I don't know if it would help the Texans or if it's something that Stephon Diggs wants to like bet on himself to make more money. But yeah, this could go poorly. I don't think any of us think it will go poorly, but he could end up losing a lot of money in the long run after this season. So
yeah, for what I have, it seems like he is willing to bet on himself after this. That's what it sounds like.
Like I get that, but I just don't understand why he would do that. Like,
why would you cut 3 years
yeah,
off of the deal? Like, I don't know.
You're going into a team that already has two established, like, I don't know, they're not star receivers, but like Nico Collins is a star receiver, I would say. Like he's proven that. And Tank Dell was playing like a star before he got hurt, but he was just a rookie. So like you're going into a team with two other mouths to really three, because they have Schultz.
And four, Joe Mixon.
I mean, yeah, Joe Mixon catches passes too. So there's four mouths to feed besides yours. How much are you expecting to produce? Like I don't know. And nobody's gonna pay him, top of the market wide receiver money. I'm talking about Diggs. After this year, like he's not gonna get top of the market wide receiver money.
Well,
I don't think so.
If he continues to play elite level,
I don't think. I'm saying he can't. I don't think that he's going to put up the same numbers. Like I just don't think it works out that way.
What if he does though?
I mean, if he does, of course he'll cash out. But I just don't think that works. Like mathematically, how are they gonna get everyone the ball?
There's not enough football to go around. Like,
what do you expect him to get then? Like,
shoot, I mean, a bit less. Like I'm not saying he's getting worse necessarily, but I don't think he's going to get Jamar Chase money or Justin Jefferson. Like they're about to reset the market. CeeDee Lamb, they're about to reset the market this year. I think pretty sure it's this offseason.
Yeah,
he's not getting paid that money. Like no,
that's fair.
Y'all got to tell me, but wouldn't it be right to assume that they in negotiations they had to wipe off that 3 years just for him to be able to move to a different team? Like
that's possible. It could have helped the Texans' sake as well, but that's where it's kind of, I'm not sure what. Obviously, it was negotiated on both sides, and both sides were okay with it. But it's a surprising move for Stephon Diggs' case, I would say. But it probably did. I'm sure it helped the Texans a lot in terms of
financially, it definitely helps.
Yeah,
them.
It helps them now,
for this year only.
Later, yeah, we'll see about later.